Ladies, Virginia's virtual viewers, we are excited to have Miss Jacalynn Blankenship today on Wings of Wisdom. We wanted to wish all of you a happy holiday season. We are coming into 2024. We are going to soar in 2024 on Wings of Wisdom. So, our expert today is a health expert with a double punch, a life expert also. She got her certification as a life coach, and these were the skills that I had to embrace because I was gifted. I was a rewarder. I was a recipient of her skills. She sent me an email on February the 9th, 2003, last year. It's almost a year coming up. And her email was titled Big News. And the big news was she had become a certified life coach. And she wanted to gift to the community and those individuals who was dear to her a special becoming the best version of yourself. And I just happened to be one of those individuals. And I remember our fierce founder, we're in that Wealthy You community with Miss Deborah O, and she would always say, your network is your net worth. So you need to cultivate your network, because that is your net worth. And this individual sent me that email and she said, I would love to invite you to join me for a complimentary transformation to become the best version of yourself. And she went on to say, this is something I learned and truly understand now the behaviors and the science behind becoming a certified life coach. So I thought this was truly a blessing to truly understand, because in Proverbs, biblical principles, Wings of Wisdom is built on biblical principles. In the 5th chapter, the 7th verse, it say, get wisdom, and in all you're getting, get understanding. And now that she have learned the understanding of human behavior, she wanted to pour these life skills in me. And I am grateful to be a recipient. But prior to her becoming a life coach, she laid the foundation for 30 plus, several decades in the health field. So I want her to give a backdrop of her health field experience. And she was on the ground level of all of these traveling nurses now. My father, Oliver Rutherford, had a sister who always was in that medical field. And I always wanted to be a flight attendant. And he wanted to push me in that medical field. But now these nurses are getting both experiences because they're traveling and they're in that medical field. So if that foundation was already laid, I could have pursued that. But God gave me the desires of my heart to see the world. And now I am connected to this health expert and this life expert through my Wealthy You community. And it's just amazing. So Jacalynn, I want you to give us a backdrop on your health experience, and then we're going to unravel the life coaching experience that I was able to share with you.
Thank you so much, Virginia. I am honored to be here and to hopefully unpack the experience that Virginia had almost a year ago, as she mentioned, and the opportunity to watch her grow into the best version of herself that you see now. And in fact, Wings of Wisdom is something that she had a passion for and desired to make it happen, but she was in kind of a stalling pattern, just like planes are sometimes. She just couldn't seem to stop juggling so many different things. And then finally, during our 12-week sessions, she was able to unpack what was holding her back, and we were able to forge forward so that she could soar like she wants you all to do in 2024. And for me, my health background started when I was 17 years old, going to the University of San Francisco for a 4-year nursing program, and then finding myself in a position as a pediatric nurse. I got injured. And the next thing I noted was I have this nursing education and I can't work as a nurse. So I set out to figure it out, find another way. And I applied to be a national director of nursing. And I actually got that position, was there for approximately 7 years. And while I was there, I was always looking for ways to expand the nurses' experiences. And so I presented the concept of the traveling nurse. And now, traveling nurses are all over the world. They have the opportunity to reap the benefits of having a nursing education. And at the same time, they get to see the world. They get to have an opportunity to experience different locations and also help facilities to meet their demands for staffing. And so I'm very, very pleased to have been a part of that foundational situation at that particular company. And since that time, I have done nursing in just about every setting you can think of, in the corporation, in the hospital, in home care, in outpatient clinics, even virtually now. And so I want to emphasize that no matter what your field is, if you take the time to work with a coach who can help you unpack whatever is holding you back, you too can blossom into your passion, just like Virginia. And I can't think of a better way to help you understand the impact of my coaching than to have a live example in Virginia. Go for it, Virginia.
Wow. I love it. I love it. It's just so amazing to have this connection through the Wealthy You community. And
Yes.
and now, when you reached out to me last year, I was just almost struggling with several things because coming from the airline industry 25 years, that was my baby. And I also wanted to, start Wings of Wisdom because I had went through the Les Brown's, motivational speaking program, and Deborah Owens said those infamous words, when United offered the buyout, take the money, run, reinvent yourself, find your superpower. So I'm like, that's easier said than done. But I was on a mission. And I was trying to actually do that. And when you came into my life, I would always tell the people that was close to me, she's like the coach of coaches. She's like, I would describe you as your best dessert with that whipped cream and that cherry on top. And I don't know if it came because when you were in the medical field, you were so tender with your patients, and because you had them at a vulnerable moment.
Mhm.
So I felt this warm vibe as we were unpacking these life skills because, I would go back to, I want to be a motivational speaker, but I was so afraid. I was fearful. And then I knew I needed to, um, uh, uh, like Deborah said, find that superpower, but I wanted to do it in a way where it would be the best version of myself. And that's what you helped me to do initially. You helped me to declutter my mind. That was like our first session. And then you helped me to meditate. And after that meditation session, it was like, I had to really figure out this triangle because I was bouncing through three things. And you said you had to actually have a prioritize.
Mm-hmm.
And so unpack that with those individuals who may want to reach out to you or a life coach. How does those sessions work, and what's like the priority of the sessions?
The most important thing is to identify your why underneath your why. Because unless you have something that's driving you to pursue a passion or a goal, it won't happen because you haven't prioritized it. And as you mentioned, you have to get rid of the clutter. Not only the clutter in your environment, but you have to get rid of the clutter in your head and the clutter in your heart. Because sometimes things can happen in your childhood that can hold you back, or perhaps you had some kind of voice from others who are important to you telling you you can't do something, or telling you that you don't have what it takes. And so that decluttering becomes very, very important. And then you have to also look inward and discover that you love yourself, that you are already the best version of yourself. You just haven't let it come out.
Wow, wings of wisdom. It takes me back to the biblical principle in Psalms. You say you should be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, and in your season you will bear fruit. Psalms 1:1. It's powerful because God does give us these gifts. We just have to cultivate them. And you have to believe, because I'm a faith person, so I believe, but I just couldn't really see it. So you helped me to see, that I could actually execute. I know my other wealth coach, Deborah, she operates under the framework mindset, strategies, and
And
execution.
execution.
And it works in every area of life, but it begins with the mind. And then you come up with these strategies. It's like a plan that you come up with. And that's really what you said in the email. You said, I have a specific plan designed for you to unravel and unpack what's holding you back. What are your stumbling blocks? And there were so many. But at the end of these months, of these sessions, these weeks, I could see it like an onion being peeled back because of the skills that you acquired. You said, I got the understanding now. And biblical principles say wisdom, and Proverbs, get wisdom, but in all you're getting, get understanding. And that's the key, because understanding helps you to execute.
That is so true. And another thing about you, Virginia, is that besides me peeling back the layers of the onion, if you will, you made a commitment. You made the decision to do the work, because no matter what skills I have, no matter what strategies, what types of experiences I can help you have, if you don't decide to do the work, it doesn't happen. And so I really work hard with my clients to make sure that they are on board to do the work, because no one wants to invest in anything, themselves or um, some other procedure, a coach, unless they're in there with both feet and they're going to go all the way. And you jumped in with both feet and said, I am ready. I have decided, this has been circling in my head long enough. I'm ready to go.
Wow. It's amazing because, our relationship began with the Savvy Sisters
Mhm,
but personally, I really didn't know you like I know you now. And it feel like I've been knowing you all my life, but you kept pouring those skills and you kept raising my confidence just with little things like when you look in the mirror every day, just say, I love you. And
mhm,
sometimes I would be in the bathroom and I wasn't even thinking about it, but I look in the mirror and I say, I love you. And I would be rushing to do something else. But it's almost like that love that you have for yourself. You start watering yourself more. You start caring for yourself more.
mhm,
And the more you care for yourself, your cup fills. And then you're able to give from the overflow. And I love the fact that you actually wanted to pay it forward to those individuals who meant so much to you, because that's
mhm,
the key in life. Freely the Lord gives us these gifts, and freely you wanted to give back. And it's just a blessing for me to receive this. And now I want Virginia's virtual viewers, any of you out there that know you just may want a consultation to see how I can unravel these stumbling blocks that you think
mhm,
are holding you back. Um, you really have everything you need to be
mhm,
everything you need to be. That's another thing. The wealth coach, Miss Deborah Owens, founder of the CEO, would always say you have everything you already need within you to be everything you need to be to become the best version of yourself. So I am blessed to be a recipient and a rewarder of your gift, and I am grateful now to launch Wings of Wisdom. It's
mhm.
my baby, in 2023, and I'm ready to soar in 2024. So, how can those individuals who reach out to you, just give them some information on how they can connect with you if they want to have this same experience?
Virginia has my phone number for my business, which is called Making Life Better. It's a concept that started way back when, 30 years ago. I came up with that name for the business I wanted to have because I really do want to make lives better by helping individuals be the best version of themselves. Call me at 925 856 8671, or you can reach me at Jacalynn.Blankenship, makinglifebetter.com. And I'm just so grateful to be able to offer Virginia's virtual viewers an opportunity to tap into my services, resources, wisdom, and ability to actively listen and hear what you really want, hear your why underneath your why, and help you propel yourself and soar, really soar in 2024 in the best way that represents you and that best version.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Virginia's virtual viewers, I am so glad you took the time to lean in. And I just wanted you to know that with Jacalynn Blankenship, you get a double portion. Not only do you get a life expert, you get a health expert, and actually you get a wealth expert, because coming into the Wealth of You community, Miss Deborah Owens poured information into
Mhm.
her, and she actually stopped her from making a major decision in her life, and she went from 6 figures to 7 figures. And I think that is amazing when you lean in and get a coach in the area where you need help. And that coach and these experts have the tools, they have the resources, they have the knowledge. And if you make the investment in yourself with time to just lean in and listen and learn, you too can become the best version of yourself. You too can soar on your own wings of wisdom. And you too can take these biblical principles that I love to share. In Matthew 6:33, it says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things will be added." So keeping him first and setting up that plan for yourself with the experts, because Les Brown would always say, you need someone to take you into a place inside yourself that you cannot go by yourself. You need these individuals to help you cultivate the gift that God has already given you so that you could soar on your own wings of wisdom. So, Miss Jacalynn, if you have last words for Virginia's virtual viewers, I would love for you to impart that. And I want to tell Virginia's virtual viewers that I am so grateful the first Wednesday of the year that you are leaning in, you are listening, and you are picking up all of these golden nuggets.
I'd just like to say that once you decide you want to be your best, it's really important for you to assess where you're at and decide that once and for all, you're going to make what God gave you, that you know is inside you, you're going to take it and you're going to act on it. You're going to attain the opportunity to be your best, give your best, and ultimately have your best life, because you're on a path that is sanctioned by God, that is needed by others. And with that, I'd just like to say I'm offering a discount for Virginia's virtual viewers to help you get on the road so that you can share with the world what's deep inside and bring it out so that others can benefit and see the light that you have and allow yourself to shine and share.
Yes, yes, yes. Are you at a crossroad? That's back to biblical principles. In Genesis, God asked Adam, "Where art thou?" So in 2024, I want you to really look within and say, "Where art thou?" And if you need Miss Jacalynn Blankenship services, she is the founder and CEO of Making Life Better. And I can truly say that she has truly made my life better. So I am grateful she just didn't stay in the one gift area of the health field for decades. And I was in the airline industry for decades, but she had another gift that she wanted to cultivate as a life coach. And she watered it and got the understanding and got the wisdom, and she can pour those skills into you also. So I am excited, ladies and gentlemen. And as my infamous words, I would always say after those 25 years of flying, bye bye. We are so grateful you were able to lean in today.
Thank you so much, Virginia, for allowing me to share.
You are so welcome, my dear. Have a wonderful day.
Everyone have a great day, and thank you for listening.
Bye bye.
Bye.